Hey guys, I'm here and this is Karai Ito, and I'm here to show you on how gimmick puppets are played, um, real life, Yugi Pro, Dueling Network, etc, etc, just on how to build gimmicks and how to make them perfecto. Okay, so first off, you can make your own gimmick deck on any way you like, but these are just tips from me to you on how to kind of build one. And if you ever are interested, these are the tips you'll have to follow. One is don't play 3 Shadow Feelers. If you play 3 Shadow Feelers, it's not only that great, but you take an extra 1,000 damage for just special summoning a monster back in attack position, which could be very bad because if you're about to get OTK'd, sure, you'll special summon a monster that can't be destroyed by battle, but it goes in face-up attack position, so you still take damage afterwards if the attacks still go with higher amounts of attack. Also, you just take the extra 1,000 damage, which is just, it could be very bad for you in a game. But I play 1 because I feel like playing the 1 is just good enough for me, and it's good to save me out of things and save me damage. In some games, this has been a lifesaver for me. It's been a lifesaver. 3 Magnet Dolls, just because it's a level 8, boom, special summon it, like, kind of like a Cyber Dragon, I guess you could say, but just a little bit different. Like, your opponent has to control a monster, and you can only control gimmicks when you can special summon him. But if you control 1 gear changer, and you have like 3 of these in your hand, you get 4 monsters out, and they can all be level 8. Which is just really good, but it could also be really bad if they have like something to stop the XCs, because then you will be left with either 1 monster or just 2 that they can go for another XC summon, but if you go for a 3, you're kind of screwed there. You've got the 3 Dreary Dolls. You can play 2 if you want. I actually played 2 before I put in this other one. This is my real life deck, by the way, and this is actually how it's originally built. I didn't put the side deck in because I didn't feel like there had to be a side deck. But the 3 Dreary Dolls, I originally had 2 because I just originally didn't have 3, and it still ran as fast, but the only problem is I wasn't running machine duplication. And after I found out about machine duplication with Humpty Dumpty and Dreary Doll, it just kind of grew onto me more to get 3. 1 Egghead, good like a Gaga Cowboy. It could also be good for discarding Dreary Doll and becoming level 8, and then you could use Dreary Doll's effect if you already have a gimmick puppet monster in your grave. Banish it, bring back Dreary Doll, and you go for an XC summon. Then you've got Scissor Arms, and I've only got the 1 Scissor Arms. A lot of people like to put in 2 and 3 of these things, and I don't really see why, when they could just use Scrap Recycler, which does almost the same thing, except it's way better when you have Machina Armored Unit. And it recycles, of course, for 2 level 4 monsters, and you just recycle them and then draw a card. Then we've got the 2 Humpty Dumpties, and the reason why only 2 and not 3 is because I think 3 would be a little bit cloggy. Like, it would be way too many monsters that are gimmicks and less monsters that can be actually summoned with Humpty Dumpty. Like, Humpty Dumpty is just simple. When this card's normal or special summoned, you can special summon 1 gimmick monster from your hand. But the only thing is you can only use 1 once per turn. So that's why I don't want to put in 3. If I think I put in 3, I think it's kind of cloggy, and that, yeah, it would be more like a rank 4 kind of spam, not really rank 8. And this is more of a rank 8 spam. 2 gimmick puppet gear changers. The reason why only 2 and not 3 is because he can't actually be special summoned from the deck, so he's totally useless with machine duplication. And only the 2 because running the 1 seems useless because it only works with Humpty Dumpty, and Jury Doll and Magnet Doll. It works very well with Magnet Doll, by the way, just saying. But if you run 3, it gets really cloggy, and you get all these level 1s that do absolutely nothing, and it's just kind of pointless for them to sit there all day. So that's why the only 2. Machina Cannon, quite simple. Discard, special summon. You would only need to discard 1, by the way, unless if you have Dreary Doll and it's not in your graveyard with another gimmick. But I only discard 1. 1 gear frame for the search of another Machina. He's also good to equip to another machine to keep it protected by card effects. Just if it was just destroyed, you destroy this card instead. Machina Fortress, only the 1, because if you put in 2, this is more like a level 7, which you don't want to be like that. You want this to be a level 8 kind of summons. You don't want this to be a level 7. But yeah, 1 of him just because he's good against some decks. 1 Scrap Recycler, just the good combo with Machina Armored Unit. He's like the lowest one that can be special summoned because Machina Cannon can only be special summoned from the hand, while he can be special summoned from the deck, and he's the lowest one. And he's just really good. 2 Cardies. I was going to buy Max C, but it was too expensive at the time when I was trying to look for it. So I had 2 Cardies in my case, and so I was just like, okay, well, instead of Max C, I guess I'll just have to use Card D for now until I get more money. But Card D fits in for Max C, just as good, but less cards, and you can actually, like, I don't know, Card D is a risk card, but it's a guarantee. Like, if it works, you get draw 2 cards, while Max C, your opponent can just be like, oh, okay, I'm not going to special summon, and you get no cards. It could be a risk, but also a guarantee, and but it's a big major risk because if it doesn't work, then you don't get any cards, and you lose the card. 3 Junk Puppets, just like Monster Reborn, except you can only use 1, and you can only target a gimmick and bring it back. Forbidden Lance, good against Mirror Force and stuff like that. That's why I play it. That's all why I play it. 3 Rank Up Magics, just because you need the 3 in order to run this deck. Running 2 is kind of pointless, and running 1 is even more pointless, so running the 3 is a must. Running 1 Mystical Space. I actually have another one in the side deck just in case if I need to put it in. 2 trade-ins, good for discarding Dreary Doll and drawing your 2 cards. And that's all it's good for. Advanced Draw is actually good for with Machine Dupe, because if you don't want to go for level 3 level 8s for an XC summon, you can have the 1 for spare for Advanced Draw, and that's actually why I have it there. 1 Foolish Burial, good for just sending Dreary Doll and Machina Fortress. Machina Armored Unit, only the 1. 1 Puppet Ritual. If you guys really want to know why I put this in here, is because of Solemn Warning. You take 2,000, next turn you could just bring back 2 gimmicks. It's very, very useful with that kind of combo, but it could also be a kind of clogged card if you're winning. But you know, it's just a card that's good with Warning, and I like to combo my cards. I don't like to leave them hanging all the time. 1 Machine Duplication, good for just Dreary Doll and Humpty Dumpty, like I said so. 3 Reckless Greeds, because I have a lot of draw power. It's really hard for me not to get more than 2 Reckless Greeds. Really hard. And if I don't, well then I have a lot of trade-ins in my hand. 1 Solemn Warning, just a good card. Bottomless, good card. Marshalling Field, this card's meant for Fortress and a level 8. You can just say 8 and Fortress becomes level 8. It's also good for protecting your XCs. It's like a gear frame, but a trap, basically. 1 Castel. I actually am getting this card. Gear Guy, have this card already. This is the 1 card I'm switching out with Burner Visor, because I don't have a Morel, and Burner Visor does a lot more damage. 1 Googly Eyes, 1 Coach King, 2 Giant Grinders, 2 number 40s, 1 number 88, 1 CXYZ, 1 C15, 2 number 40s, and 1 C88. Okay, that's all for now. You learned my deck. This is what I'm playing in locals. I'll see you guys later. I'm making more new videos, so Peace.